This is going to be a review of the Virtago Tarot from DC Direct. I'm not entirely sure when this came out, but the copyright date on the package says 2008, so we'll say that. I had acquired this a little after that time. A very best of friend had purchased this for me when she worked at Half Price Books. Long gone now, but we miss him. So there's some amazing artwork on these cards done by the masterful Dave McKeon, who did a lot of covers for various Vertigo books, in particular Sandman. And there's a foreword on the inside by Neil Gaiman. Again, this is by no means an unpackaging, but this is quite literally the second time I've opened this box. And I'll go into that, the reasons why, when I do. I haven't checked online to see what this is worth or how one might acquire it, but I would advise against it if you're a very, very big fan of, well, I wouldn't advise against it if you're a big fan of the Vertigo and Dave McKeon, but if this is a set that you are going to use for divination or whatever you want to call it, I would suggest you use something else. This is the book that comes with it. It's quite thick. There's a foreword by Neil Gaiman in it, and a review of all the cards. The font is entirely too small, even for eyes with normal vision. But they pack a lot into this book, so I guess that's why it's so thick. The deck comes sealed and in this lovely felt bag, all velvet, I mean, appropriate for holding your cards. Now, why I would advise against using these cards for anything but a showpiece is because they are of awful quality. The artwork is great and everything like that, but if you look at these cards, you can see the perforations on the side. I don't believe these were even cut. They were just kind of printed out and perforated and torn from the sheet. It's really awful. I'm surprised. DC usually does some quality work, but the cardstock is really flimsy. I have a feeling that if you try to shuffle these in any kind of manner, you'll probably get a separation of the print from the cardstock, which is really too bad. Alright, so going through these cards, these are the major arcana. This is the 0 card of the Fool. I believe that's supposed to be John Constantine. And I'm pretty sure this is all original artwork. I'm pretty certain McKeon created some original stuff for this, although some of these, of course, will look very similar to Sandman covers. I'm going to wipe the lens down a bit. There we go. So, this is number 1 of the Arcana, the Magician. The High Priestess, the Empress, the Emperor. A lot of these cards too, if you read the book on the inside, it will tell you that these pictures are based after particular Vertigo characters. Like that first one was obviously Hellblazer, the Hierophant. I'm pretty sure Death makes an appearance in here too. The Lovers. Under what card? G. It's not too hard to figure out. The Chariot. Strength. This one looks a lot like a Sandman cover to me. I couldn't tell you which one, but the Hermit, I like that one. Reminds me a bit of the original Sandman, who also makes an appearance in here. Maybe he's the Phantom Stranger there? I'm not sure. Well, Phantom Stranger is not exactly part of the Vertigo either. The Wheel of Fortune. Okay, I keep seeing a bit of a smudge at the top of the lens. I'm going to try to clean it off. Here we go. Here's the Sandman. Justice. Makes sense. This is the original Detective Sandman. I forgot his name. But he was the gent that wore the gas mask and put people to sleep. The Hanged Man. Death. Here we go. Look at her. She's a beauty. Temperance. The Devil. Lucifer, maybe? Yeah, who else could it be? The Tower. Oh, that's nice. It's a skyscraper on fire. The Star. That's interesting. Not what I would have, The Star. The Moon. That's neat. It's really nice. The Sun. Judgment. And the World. That's gorgeous. I believe this is supposed to be Swamp Thing, or somehow have something to do with Swamp Thing. I'm only saying that because I did read all of the descriptions in it, and I only remember a few. Constantine was obvious. Swamp Thing I remember just because I like Swamp Thing. Right. So this deck comes with cups, wands, swords, and pentacles. I'll try to go through these as brief as I can. These are all in order, which is also kind of telling about how many times I've actually opened or used this deck. Let's see if I can get in a position where there's not too much reflection. There we go. So these are cups. These are counting it up. Oh, come on. There we go. Knight, Queen, and King. Now these are wands, starting with the Ace. That's really nice. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's cool. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Page. Knight. Queen. King. These are swords. Ace. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's neat. I like that. Shows the different unbindings of a sword. That's cool. 9, 10, page, knight. Ooh, that's cool. I like that. Queen, king, pentacles, ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's cool. I like that. Kind of different distressed patterns. 9, 10, page, knight, queen, king, and that's it. Alright, well, I'll say it one more time. If you are a true Virtago fan, then I highly suggest that you pick up this deck. It's beautiful. It's got that lovely book with the description of each of the cards and their meaning. Nice forward by one of my favorite authors, Neil Gaiman. And it comes with this really nice felt pouch to put your cards in. Now, if you are someone looking for a deck to use for divination or to play around with or whatever, I would not suggest these. Pardon me. I would not suggest these cards one bit. The card stock is awful. It's really, really awful. You probably can't see it in this light, but you can tell on each of the edges where the perforation was torn, and then they were just kind of put together. They're grossly thin, very flimsy. I can see these falling apart right away if you were to shuffle them in any manner. You can see the perforations right through there, and it looks like they were just torn apart and put together. And that's really, really sad. But I'm proud to have it in my collection of things from Virtago. So this was, come on out, the DC Virtago Tarot.